Alright everybody, what's up? What's good? I am here. Just setting a couple things up. I'm going to test one thing out and then we will start to begin the real stream. So let me... Alright, looks like everything's good to go. So, let's do this real quick. Let's take that off. And then we will switch screens here. Okay, let me pull it up here so I can actually see you guys' comments. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna give everybody some time to show up. So, I think I'll give it like a minute or two before I actually get started listing characters and how I'm gonna do it all. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit just to get everybody situated and all that jazz. Hey yo. Hey man, that's what gacha games are, although. Yo, what's up, Tag? Me, that's why I tortured myself with netplay the other day. Oh, are you talking about the stream I did a couple days ago? Well, I wanted to stream on PC, but like whenever I do Streamlabs and play fighters, like the game will like actually lag. It was like I don't know if there's some settings I have to change, but I literally tried a lot of stuff and it just like the game will just straight up lag. I don't know. I'm still working on it. Let's see if I can make it work. Yo, what's up, Elda? It's not like I wanted to. You think I wanted to play it? I try to only play PS4 when it's with my friends because they don't have it on PC. That's literally it. If I could run both at the same time smoothly, I would have just done that. I had to change the OBS settings. Yeah, I have to mingle with it, see what works. You're just sitting here hurt. Oh, you're still at school? Or college? Alright, so this is how we're gonna do it. So today we're going to be talking about positions and how characters fit. It's pretty self-explanatory. The one thing I'm going to explain about this is that none of this is ordered. I am not ordering these characters because I already know that that's going to be a shitstorm. So I'm not putting myself to that high of a standard. I have an idea of who's like the best in their category, but I'm not doing that, okay? Because I don't feel like going through it again. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, I'm just going to go down this list. I'm not going to pick anybody specifically, so let's go down this list as we see it here. It's cold, you're hungry, and you're hurt because of Dokkan. Hey man, listen, I don't know what to tell you, dog. It's just RNG, man. It's literally RNG. Honestly, I feel like Dokkan should have a pity system at this point, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, it's like it's criminal. The best points are easily Base Vegeta, Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4. I agree with that. Alright, so we're just gonna go down the list. So, SSJ Vegeta. I don't think he's viable as an anchor anymore. I think he's a point or a mid character. More so a point character. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna put him as a point character. Because I don't think, me personally, his assist spread isn't good enough to warrant running him in the back for the most part. Only certain characters can take advantage of his assists. And his other two are just bad. So I think he's a point or mid, but I want to go with point character. I just don't like any of his assists for what the game is now. You need to find out how to use boss privilege to get cooler. Well, boss privilege is specifically made for boss. I don't think he can share it with other people. At least I haven't seen it. I mean, if he could share it with other people, then shit, I would ask for it a long ass time ago. What's the list? The list is the best positions for characters on a team. And this is kind of like a precursor or like a sub video for my team building guide that I'm doing later on next week. I'm still prepping for that video. Alright, so SSJ Vegeta, point character. SSJ Goku, I think he's a mid anchor. And the reason why I say this is because he can hurt you very hardly off of straight hits. His meter build is good. I shouldn't say all three, but his A and B assists are really good. So it's not like SSJ Vegeta where you can't really rely on his assists most of the time because it just got power crept. SSJ Goku actually has a good set of assists to use. So that will automatically make him a good support. And the fact that they gave him essentially Gogeta 4's overhead means that he can forcibly take his turn back. So I think you can run him as a mid anchor and be fine. I feel like if you run him as your point character, you're kind of wasting his assist. But he's not terrible as a point character. But I think this is where he fits best, as a mid or an anchor. I think that's where he is at his best. Tien Gohan, he's a point character. Has a good assist to be a mid, but he really relies on other assists to give him mix-ups and help him in neutral. And I don't think he has a strong... I should say that I don't think his assist is strong enough to where you can like I don't want to say can't rely, but like you can like how do I say this? Like it's not his assist isn't clutch enough. I should say his assist isn't clutch enough. His B assist can be countered like SSJ. His A assist is a DP assist, which is universally good, but you can only use it in certain situations. It's not universal like a beam, you know. Well, DP assist is universal, but it's not like it's good in all ranges like a beam is. And also, Tien Gohan is just really good with other people backing him up, so you want that as much as possible for Tien Gohan. Alright, next is Piccolo. Piccolo is a mid-only character. This character needs characters to support him, but he also needs other people to help him get started. You know, setting up his Hell Zone, the fact that he needs meter to get SKD, so you need characters to build meter for him. His neutral can be very hard because he doesn't have like a lariat like Gogeta or something like that. He doesn't have an actual Ki Blast. Well, he has a Ki Blast, but he doesn't have like one like SSJ. So neutral can be an issue. I mean, if he hits you and he has meter, you're gonna die. But like I said, he requires other people to set him up, and then also he wants other people to support him as well. So Piccolo is pretty much a mid-only character. I can't really see people playing him as a point or an anchor because he's not good at either of those. Alright, so Krillin. So this one might actually, people might actually disagree with me on, but me as a Krillin main and have played him pretty much since I got the game, which was pretty much day one. Krillin's a mid-only character. He pretty much has the same, well, I shouldn't say the same issues as Piccolo, but it's very similar. The only thing is that Krillin isn't as weak in neutral as Piccolo is. So you can make the argument that Krillin can be in any slot, but me personally, I've always found that trying to play defensively with Krillin works best. But if you don't have somebody to back you up, if you're wrong, you're really wrong. And I think that's the big issue. I feel like mid or point for Krillin. I was gonna put him here, but I think his assists are too good to just keep in the back like that. And also the fact that Krillin can heal your team with his Sensu Bean special, and if he's your point character, you don't have access to that. Because if he's your point, if he gets hit, he's taking damage and you tag him out, right? So your next character can't get the Sensu Bean unless you tag Krillin back in, which means you're potentially losing out on blue life that Krillin would have gotten. Like, there's so many times where I got happy birthdayed by tag or dash, and like they dropped the combo or didn't kill, and I literally just forward dash out the corner or back dash, call assist, throw Sensu Bean, and then I get like 80% of my health back just like that. And you can't do that if Krillin's your point character. So I think Krillin is a mid only. And also the fact, and I think, honestly, how about this? I think he would be here if they didn't change his EX after image. If he still had his old EX after image, I would put him in any. I would. But the fact that not only did they change what side he goes on, but they actually added recovery to the grounded version. Which means you can't really use it for mix anymore. Because unless you have a very high block stun assist, the mix you're going to be doing is going to be fake. Like, it's really only useful for level 3 setups. Which, most of the time you don't need it. But it's still a good tool to have, but it's actually worse than the previous after image. Hope you don't mind. Hope I don't mind what? Nah, I value other people's opinions. I don't mind. But yeah, people might disagree with me on that, but I don't think Krillin's neutral is strong enough, and the fact that they nerfed EX after image, meaning his solo pressure is weaker, and he doesn't have a safe key blast, so it's like I don't think he can be any slot. I think he's a mid only, especially since his best situation is with his level 3 setup, which you need meter to do. And so you want a battery to help Krillin, just like Piccolo. You want a battery. You can make the argument for this because Krillin can actually get a lot of 50-50s with like Solar Flare and 2S. But me personally, I haven't seen a point Krillin team like ever. Like the only time I've seen it is when Dodoya plays Krillin. But even then, like ever since the assist change, I've pretty much seen him run Krillin mid all the time. So I think Krillin is just a mid. He can work as a point, but I think Krillin at his best is a mid character. At his best. Alright, Yamcha. Where would I put Yamcha? I've seen Yamcha in every position. Point character, nah. Honestly, I would actually put Yamcha in any. And the reason why I say that is because even though Yamcha's offense got weaker by his Wolfang Fist getting slower, the amount of layers you can apply with this character, especially with assist backing you up, is actually kind of insane. Because now that he has a 4L, his staggers can actually be threatening. And then also, he still has the Wolfang Fist, obviously. But then also, with assist, you can do Super Dash plus assist. Now, Anchor can be an issue because his neutral isn't as strong. His neutral definitely isn't as strong as it used to be because, you know, Wolfang Fist nerfs. But I do think his assist spread is good enough to where he can carry the team before it even gets to that point. His A assist hasn't changed since released, and then the fact that he has a beam gives other characters a more team variety, so if you want an actual neutral assist, you can actually get it. It's almost 8. Your dad's still not there? Have you tried calling him? You can try calling him, see where he's at, or something like that. But yeah, I think Yamcha can fit in any slot. Alright, Tien. I think Tien's a mid-anchor. He's still busy at work. Yeah. I know what that feels like. I remember when I was in college, and I had to wait for my family to come pick me up. Usually text when he's on his way. If you haven't, I would just at least call once just to see if he picks up, just in case. But going on to Tien. So Tien, most people will put him as anchor only, but I actually think he has some merits as a good middle character because with an assist behind him, he can actually 50-50 you without using EX Chop with staggers. You can actually use Crane Strike and do some left, right, high, low stuff. And I think that's valuable enough to where I can say he is solid as a mid character. Even though his health debuff is more prevalent with him as, you know, not being the anchor character, but he does so much damage that if he mixes you like the correct way, it's like even as a mid character, he's still killing you. Like, this character hits stupid hard. And then also both his A and B assists are good enough to carry teams. So I don't think he's solely an anchor. because he actually has 50-50s with assists, and you can really take advantage of it. So yeah, that's Tien. We stand Tien in the house. I haven't actually played Tien in a while. I should. Well, I have a team with Tien on the team. I think I have 18 Krillin Tien as a sub team. All right, Trunks. Trunks, I would actually put any. Now, I think before the last patch, I would put him here. But I actually think he has some merits as an anchor now. 71 matches, yeah, we played for that long. 71 matches, dude. And I actually recorded before I streamed. I recorded like I want to say like 26 matches so far. So like I'm not even halfway done recording all of them yet. Like I actually might run out of space before I record them all, so. Alright, so Trunks. So Trunks as a point character is really good because he has assists to help him in neutral and hit confirms. And then also his EX flip. EX flip is a threat with assists. Same goes for Anchor, but this time, not as a mid. But as a mid, he has even more meter, so he can mix up even more. And then as an anchor, if you run him as your anchor, I feel like you have to specifically make it so that your team leaves Sparking Blast for him as your anchor. In order for Anchor Trunks to work, you need Sparking. That way you get his 50-50s. And then also his neutral is good enough to where he can hold down the fort on his own. Because Change the Future is fast, and then also he can fake it out. And then he has a beam in 5S. So I think his neutral doesn't really suffer at all from him being on his own. Dash really gave True his next month of Fighters matches. Yeah, literally. Like, bro, each video is gonna be an hour long, and it's gonna be 4 videos. I'm dead ass serious. And like, I could split them up into like 20-minute videos, but I ain't gonna do that. That's way too much editing. I'm not doing that. That's way too much. Alright, so that's Trunks. So now we're going on to Adult Gohan. Adult Gohan, mid-anchor. I feel like most people that know how Gohan works can agree with this. He wants meter to build up to his potential Unleash Super. And then he wants characters to help him set it up, like Gogeta Blue, Vegeta Blue. I think SSJ Goku can set him up as well. But he basically wants characters to set him up and then also keep pressure. You won like 20%. I actually didn't count all the wins and losses yet, but I could, but not right now. I feel like it was higher than that though, especially near the end when we started going back and forth. I don't think it was 20%. Early on, I was kind of cooking, but later on, it was like, I feel like it was more like 60-40, probably. Maybe even like 55-45 type shit. It was really close near the end. I was kind of cooking with my SSJ Roshi team, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of cooking y'all with that team. Count it later? Alright. Alright, so anyway, back to Gohan. So Gohan needs characters for his super, and then to set him up for the super. And then once he gets to level 7, he's essentially the best character in the game. And by that point, he's either your anchor or your mid. because your point character will most likely be dead at that point. So, and Gohan in level 7, like, he's like a complete monster. Like, this dude is freaking crazy. And if he's your anchor and you have Spark, he's gonna kill you no matter what. Like, if you get hit with 5L or 2L, you're dead still. Like, this character just does so much damage. Like, it's freaking crazy. So, I don't think this is controversial at all. I think pretty much everybody agrees that Gohan is a mid or an anchor character. So, I don't think that'll ruffle too many feathers here. Alright, so Gotenks. Gotenks is I think he's a point mid. Point character because his combos are long, and he's very useful for special tag, which means he's a good setup character for other people. And then also he can also be a mid character because his A and B assists and C assists are good. So you can really take advantage of having meter while still having an assist to back you up. His Ghost Oki did get nerfed, so you know you're gonna be relying a lot more on your assists to get mix-ups, but he still has setups. It's just much harder. But I don't think Gotenks is an anchor at all. He could definitely pull some comebacks, but without Ghost Oki like being as strong as it was, it's like I don't think you can run him anchor. I think in the previous patch I would definitely say here. I think he could work as an anchor, but now I don't think so. They kind of cooked him. They kind of cooked him, like for real. Gohan combos off DP when he's level 7 is nuts. Yeah, I hate fighting level 7 Gohan. Because people just be DPing kicks out of everything. It's like, you can do like the most safe pressure in the world, and as soon as you stagger one time, DP kicks, and then you freaking die. Like, bro. Make SSJ Vegeta great again. Alright, Frieza. Frieza... I have no idea. I can see an argument for people saying Frieza is an any slot character, but I don't think his assists are good enough to warrant that at all. I don't think his assists are good enough to where you can say, yeah, I can bank on this assist working for the rest of my team. So I'm gearing towards having him as a point-only character. You're dead unless he drops it, then you got a lot of blue life. Well, I mean, unless you're playing Krillin, that doesn't matter. Like, if you don't have Krillin on your team to heal it, it doesn't matter. Because they can just snap you back in if you tag out. And trust me, level 7 Gohan will tag you back in. He will find a way to do it. But back to Frieza, yeah, he does have an assist good enough to where you can bank on it as actual good support. Golden Frieza is a bit, because I can see people saying that Golden Frieza is worth it, especially with sparking since it pauses his Golden Frieza time. What if you still got spark? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like with Frieza, like I can see an argument that like Golden Frieza might be strong enough to warrant making him as like, you know, any slot character, but like I just don't like his assists at all. All of his assists are so situational and not good in comparison to like every other assist in the game. And like, I feel like he really needs other people to help him out. Not necessarily in neutral, because he kind of cooks in neutral, but up close it's like, I mean he can set up 50-50s with level 3. So it's like it's not too bad to make him like a mid, but I just don't like his assists, like, at all. They are way too situational and not good for a majority of the cast. Like, B assist is only good for, like, characters with, like, command grab auto combos. Oh, Gohan? I mean, yeah, if you have Spark, then yeah, but if you Spark, Gohan's just gonna DP you again. I swear, I swear it broke. Fix my delay? Well, actually, I'm looking at the messages on my phone because if I go back to Streamlabs, it's just gonna show you my Streamlabs stream, like, view. So it's like, it's gonna be delayed. Ain't much I can do about that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep Frieza as a point character only. He's just bad as a support character. Frieza can definitely cook on his own without assist, but I just don't think he's good enough. Nappa. I've definitely seen some point Nappa teams. Actually, yeah, I'm comfortable with that, actually. Because I think his A and B assists are good enough to where you can bank on it for support. But he also wants other characters to help him set up. And so having him as a point mid character-ish I think is a good placement. Because I don't think he fits into one slot definitively. I think you can mingle with it. Frieza is underrated, and so is Nappa. No, I don't think Nappa is underrated. I think he's underplayed, but he's not underrated. Frieza is not underrated either because most people that know Frieza, the only problem he has now is the fact that his assist sucks. And in a team game, it's like if your assist sucks, then it's like you're a detriment to the team. Like, and Frieza, and here's the thing, Frieza is not the best in the game, so you can't even say, well, Frieza is like one of the best characters in the game, so like it doesn't matter if his assist is bad. Like, Frieza still gets cooked by all the meta characters. Like, Frieza gets cooked. He can cook people, but he gets cooked by the meta. Like, Frieza's not good enough as a point character to say, yeah, his assist being bad doesn't matter. It very does matter. Yeah, Nappa. Point mid character. I don't think too many people will disagree with that. Alright, so Captain Ginyu is point. I think he's a point character. Even though his Ginyu Force calls can't be zoned anymore. Well, do I think he can work as a mid actually? I have to think about that. Cause I don't think either of his assists are like crazy. So it's like, it's kind of hard to... But, I mean, he can... Since you can't zone his Ginyu Force calls, it's not like a detriment that he doesn't have 2 assists to cover him while he calls the Ginyu Force. I actually, yeah, I think you can run Ginyu as a mid character and be fine. It's just like his assist spread is like kind of like a mixed bag. Like, his B assist can be good, in certain situations, and then his A assist is like average at best. It's like nothing special, right? So it's like his support capabilities is kind of like whatever. So, but I think Ginyu can work as a mid now that his Ginyu Force calls can't be zoned anymore, because they're involved in key or most key blasts. So yeah, I think Ginyu can work as a mid. Alright, so this might actually be a hot take. I'm letting y'all know right there. This might actually be a hot take, but I think Android 18 is strong enough to where she can fit anywhere on the team. And my reasons for saying that is, number one, EX17, he nukes assist calls, he nukes raw tag, and guard cancel. He nukes all of those defensive mechanics. And then you can also summon, you can actually do the blast part manually, so you can always have corner Oki without using level 3. And then also 18's level 3 is one of the best in the game because she gets 4-way mix off of it. The only thing is that if she doesn't have meter, her neutral can kind of suffer a bit, because her JS is good for pressure but not zoning, and so all of her zoning is ground based because her destructo disc doesn't go that high. So like if she doesn't have meter, then her neutral is very ground based. But if you have meter, you can just call 17, and if you have assist or raw tag, he'll smoke you and then freaking level 3 and then you die. So I think 18 is good enough to where she can fit anywhere now, especially with her light 17 call being able to extend her combos even further. So like she already 2-touched you, but now she can really 2-touch you. Like it's actually crazy. Like this character does so much. Android 16, I think he's an any slot character. He can work as a point character because with assists, his combos are consistent. You know, with his 2H change, that's not an issue, but you still have that option. Like if you use your smash already and you can't end with 2H grab, then you can still do command grab into assist and end your combo. And then he can also do his EX Corsical back heavy, and then get 4-way mix. You can do left, right, high, low. And then as a mid and anchor, all of his assists are good enough to where you can rely on them. His A assist is good. His B assist is cracked. Somebody tried to tell me that 16B isn't better than Piccolo A, and I'm like, what? Like, what? Huh? I agree, it's close, but like, nah, 16B is actually cracked. That assist is stupid good. And then Anchor 16, he can hold his own. Neutral can definitely be an issue for Anchor 16, because he doesn't have a beam or anything. And then since he can't end block strings safely because his health flash doesn't jail into any of his normals, so it's like ending pressure with him on his own can be troublesome, especially with characters with DPs. But I think he does so much damage, and he can always end in a knockdown. And 16 still has an unreactable command grab. (16B) is good with Gogeta 4. Yeah, it literally gives him 2 charges per combo. Like, it's freaking stupid. Like, I honestly, I wanted to try Gogeta 4 Krillin 16 as a sub team, just so I can see if I can instant kill somebody. But I don't like playing Gogeta 4 that much, so I've been procrastinating on that. But I definitely want to try the team out. Alright, so, yeah, 16. Cell, point only. Once again, I don't think his assists are strong enough to where you can bank on them a lot of the times. His B assist is actually pretty good. I think it's one of the most underrated assists in the game. But it still isn't, like, cracked. Like, it's not a cracked out assist. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say that. Cracked out. I should say, like, his, like, most people run his A assist most of the time. And I don't think it's better than, like, any of the other beams, like SSJ, Krillin. I think his is better than Yamcha. I think Trunks' B assist is better. So, like, other people with beams are better. Like, the only one that's better, his is better, is UI Goku's and Yamcha's. But that's it. All the other beams in the game are better. But then he also wants characters to set up his mix-ups. That being his Go back heavy. So, like, he can, like, 50-50 you. And, like, if you run him mid, you're potentially losing out on that opportunity. Because if you're using that assist for neutral, which is definitely a weak point of Cell, his neutral isn't that good. But if you use that assist to get in, then Cell can't mix you. Well, I shouldn't say that. He still has, you know, EX rolling crush, but, you know, he doesn't have the Go back heavy mix. So I think Cell's a point only character. And also his neutral is very bad. I don't think he has a good neutral. Majin Buu. I think Buu. Where would I place Buu, huh? I want to say point mid, because I really like Buu's assist spread. I think all three of them have really unique and good usage. I don't know how good Buu's neutral is, actually. Because if he actually has good neutral, then I can definitely say he's here. But I don't know how good his neutral is. I wish there was a Majin Buu player in here so you can help me out, because I have no idea. This character is so rare, but I know the kind of shit he can do. Like, he's like a Skullgirls character in Fighters. Like, he literally just resets you into 50-50s and then you die because you guessed wrong. So I think I'm gonna put him here, just because his assist spread is good. But I don't know if his neutral suffers as a result of him not having 2 assists. But I think I'm pretty comfortable with this. I'm just not sure. Because Buu is a rare character, and then also he's not, you know, very conventional like everybody else is. He kind of plays the game differently than a lot of the cast. Kid Buu. Kid Buu. Do I think Kid Buu is good enough to be an anchor? I don't know. Cause like, what is Kid Buu solo gonna do to you to make him scary? That's. I mean, I guess he has cross up JS, right, for like pressure. You know, if you're like too comfortable blocking, he can IID cross up JS. But I actually don't know where I would put Kid Buu actually. He's kind of like another anomaly because you really only see this character being played as a point character. Like, it's very rare that you see him as a mid. If I'm going with my gut, I think going with my gut, I'll put him here. Because I do think his assist spread is good enough to where you can rely on it. You know, his A assist is the best assist in the game for mix-ups. His B assist is pretty average. You know, it's your standard tackle assist. And then his C assist might be the best C assist in the game. I don't know if anybody else has taken that throne yet, but I remember when Kid Buu was still popular. Especially with the Japanese players, they were actually using Kid Buu C. So I don't know if there were any other C assists that got buffed to where they're better than Kid Buu C now, but if they haven't nerfed it, it's a good C assist. So but yeah, I'm going with my gut on Kid Buu. I have no idea if he's strong enough to where you can say he's an anchor. But I definitely think he's good to be a point or a mid. So, Kid Buu. Beerus. This might be another hot take, actually. I think Beerus can be an anchor. I think his damage is high enough. His confirms are very good. And then also his orb setups are good enough to where I can say you can really play RPS with Beerus solo and still be advantageous. Like, it's not like you're playing RPS with Beerus and it's literally just him or you. Like, when Beerus plays RPS with his orbs, he's like incredibly advantageous. It's just, do you commit to an option, and if so, like, are you just willing to take that chance with Beerus? I think full screen he can kind of suffer, but I think the fact that orbs do more damage than they used to do, and so if you get hit by orbs, like, you can actually get like actually hurt with a like actual good combo. So I actually think Beerus is good enough to be an anchor, actually. Yeah, maybe his assist spread, no, because I mean his assists are good enough. Like, they have their uses. So yeah, I think I'm comfortable with Beerus being there for now. Alright, so next is Hit. Hit is... I think Hit's a point character. Even though he has one of the best assists in the game with his A assist, I think he struggles to get knocked down so much that I feel like him having a really good assist isn't good enough to where I can say, yeah, I can run mid hit and be fine. Because, like, not only can he not SKD a lot of the times, like, if he's in the air, like, you have to play, like, the grounded game so much, and, like, movement is, like, really important. And he's really good at the ground game, but, like, if he gets that straight hit, is like you have to have an assist to back you up. Like, you have to have it. What else? What else was I gonna say? And also, he can't level 3 in the air. So it's like you can't even like cut your combo short just to get that confirmed hard knockdown. You can't even level 3 in the air. So yeah, I think hit is point only. Goku Black. Goku Black. This might actually be another hot take too. But I think Goku Black is a point character. Well, no, cause like, I know a lot of people run him anchor, but it's like, you have to be a woke ass motherfucker to like actually play Goku Black anchor and be successful. Like you have to be woke as fuck. I can see the argument of people saying his A assist is a beam, and so he has value, which I definitely agree with that. But it's like, I don't know. It's Goku Black is such a weird character, cause like people for like, even when Goku Black was like bottom 1 in the game, people still played him as an anchor character. Even though this character cannot hit you. Like back then, when he legit could not hit you, no matter what he did, people still ran him anchor just because he had the A assist. And so like, and he wasn't, in my opinion, he wasn't good at the anchor position. Like, he wasn't good at it. It's because of that freaking beam. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but like, I don't know. I definitely don't think he's at his best as an anchor. I don't think so. He definitely needs support. But does he need 2 or does he need 1? And that's the real question. Cause like Goku Black's neutral, especially now, it's definitely a lot better than it was, but like, but I mean, he does smoke Ki Blast, right, with his 5S. So he actually kind of has a winning matchup against characters like that. And then he also has a good anti-air, so you can't really jump in on him without safe jumping, right? But like, if you're blocking him, you're not afraid of anything. Because he can't TK dive kick on you because it's not overhead and it's not plus. So you don't have to worry about that. And then EX instant transmission is only a real threat when you have an assist to back you up to keep you in pressure. Because if you try to 5S instant transmission, you can super dash and reflect on reaction. Like, it's not real mix. You're just playing RPS, which you would still be playing RPS if you just did 5H. So it's like, I don't know. And like, his B assist isn't good enough, and his C assist isn't good enough. His only good assist is the A assist, which by assist standards in the game, like, beams are kind of like the middle of the road. Like, they're not bad, but they're not like spectacular either. So like, even him having a beam assist isn't like, oh yeah, he's a must run on your team now. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna rock with this, cause like neutral can definitely be an issue against certain characters, but a lot of characters kind of lose to Goku Black full screen, so like he doesn't have to overcommit to anything, and then he can save his assist to mix you with the instant transmission. So I think point mid is a good compromise. I definitely don't think he's a mid-only character, because he can definitely cook with 2 assists. He can definitely cook there. But Anchor Goku Black? Nah. That shit was never good. People only played him Anchor just because he had a beam assist. You're back? What's up, Eldo? Have you finally got home yet? Alright, Blue Goku. Blue Goku... I actually think you can run him anywhere, actually. I think he's definitely at his best as a point character, but I think his neutral and his command grab is good enough to where you can run him Anchor and be fine. You're home with the dog, and then also his A assist is like really dumb. I think his A assist is like top 10 in the game. I don't think that's a stretch to say. I don't think Goku Blue A assist being top 10 assist is... I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think it is. Like Goku Blue has an unreactable command grab. He has a way to make himself plus on block. It's reactable, but he has a way to do it. His buttons are good. Like he has a level 5, so you can easily dump meter. Like he can SKD off of any combo. He has 50/50s with his EX dive kick with assist. Like, this character is good everywhere. Like, I don't really see an issue with this character, like, anywhere. Like, he's always a threat. Always. Blue Vegeta. Okay, so this... Should I consider this a hot take or no? Probably not, actually. But I actually think that there is some levity in him being a mid character. And the reason why I say this is because his A assist, with certain characters, it's really good, but other characters, it's really bad. So, like, if we made, like, 2 different Blue Vegetas, like, Blue Vegeta with B assist would be here. But with certain characters with A assist, he's here. Like, he can actually work as a mid character with his, if you have characters that can use his A assist, like, really well. Especially since most people don't know how to fight it. And it's so good for, like, hit confirming. Anchor point mid unscalable. Hell yeah, Blue Ku for the win. Dude, Blue Ku is so good right now. It took a while for him to get popular, but I think he's in a very good spot right now. But yeah, I think overall Blue Vegeta can work as a mid character. I think he can. The only issue is that Vegeta wants to 50-50. Which, I feel like if you have good movement and know how to confirm from his JS, if you know how to do both those things, he doesn't really need an assist to back him up. Because you can just play the waiting game and kind of wait for your opponent. And since he has Big Bang Attack in the corner, he can take his turn back if your opponent's not looking for it. So it's like he doesn't like. He needs assists to do what he wants, but like if you're playing him like the defensive like a defensive way, he doesn't really need it. And since his command grab is projectile invo, like certain characters will actually just get smoked for trying to zone him, which is good. But he's definitely at his best when he's here. But like I think you can definitely make it work with middle Vegeta. Alright, Android 21. Android 21. Yeah, I still think she's good anywhere. I was gonna say she's probably not as good at Anchor because they nerfed her level 3. But like her neutral and like her damage is still very, very good. And she still has her steals. So it's like she's not really lacking in that department. It's just like her level 3 got nuked. So it's like she's just good everywhere. It ain't really nothing. Everybody already knows how 21 works. Alright, Bardock. I think Bardock is best as a point character. I definitely think his assists are good in niche situations, but I think Bardock is really good at getting in, but the way he gets in most of the time leaves him in a negative state, so you want other characters to support him so he can keep taking his turn back. And the fact that he can't really 50-50 you, like without support, means that his pressure game and the way he beats you relies on people trying to fight him first, which if you're fighting a defensive player, Bardock will never open you up, like at all, like solo. Hell, even if you have one assist, if you block the first mix-up he does, Bardock is literally cannot do anything to you. You can kind of just jump out of his pressure when you know he doesn't have an assist to back him up. You can kind of just jump out of his pressure, and he can't really do anything to stop you. Yeah, I think Bardock is a point character now. He's just negative on how he gets in. And none of his assists are cracked enough to say yeah, I can bank on this assist. Both of his assists are good, but it's not good enough to bank on for team synergy wise. Alright, Z Broly. This is the first anchor only character on this list because I don't think Broly works. I don't think he doesn't work at all with other assists covering him, because obviously characters are better most of the time with people to back him up. But Broly's damage, like, is kind of pitiful without limit break. It's actually just kind of like, you know, you can make the argument like with assists, like his damage kind of normals out, but like I don't know, bro. On like an average Broly hit, like he's not hurting you. It's only when he starts stacking like you know, his oppressive neutral, and then once he gets in, he starts abusing his command grab. Like, that's when Broly's scary. But when he's hitting you, like, it's not scary at all. Most of the time. You love Bardock, but you think it's time to drop Bardock? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, but I do think Bardock is on the weaker side of the cast, but he's not a bad character, like, at all. And your Bardock is still not optimized, Dash. Like, you still have a lot to work on when it comes to Bardock. Like, your Bardock could be so much better. But yeah, Broly just, he just doesn't hurt at all without limit break. And he's so oppressive from every region of the screen that, like, fighting him, you're basically fighting on his terms whenever he's on screen. Like, when he's on screen, you have to play by his rules. And then, also, his A assist is one of the best in the game. Like, his A assist is really, really good. You don't think it's been... No, I know you're trying more with Bardock. It's just that you just gotta keep pushing. Like, you gotta try the more risky stuff. Like, when you were fighting me, you stuck to the most safe stuff. Like, you only used Tyrant Lancer twice. I counted. You only used it twice. You didn't do any of the mid-screen rejumps. You're not really staggering in your pressure. You're really only staggering when it comes to Bluku. You don't anti-reflect with Bardock. Like, you still have a little ways to go, but I don't blame you if you drop him. But I'm just saying, like you still have ways to go. But if you want to drop him, it don't matter to me. Alright, Vegito. Vegito. Anchor. He's too good. Here's the thing. Vegito is good at any slot. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Like, Vegito will always be a threat. He's good anywhere. But he is so good at this role that, like, putting him anywhere else on a team is just stupid. I think he's, like, the only character in the roster that, like, he's so good at one position that even the fact that he's good everywhere, it doesn't matter. I think Vegito is literally that good as an anchor. He's so good at being an anchor that him being good everywhere else doesn't matter. That's how good he is at it. It's actually stupid. You still have ways to go. Yeah, there's, like, you know, if you drop them, you know, I completely understand, but, you know. Unless you have 17 on your team. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, you can still run 17 Vegito. Like, you don't have to run 17 Anchor. Like, you can still swap the two and the team still functions. And I'd argue that Vegito is a better Anchor than 17. I think it would be even more beneficial if you put him as a mid. But I mean, either shell isn't bad. Like, you can run either or and it still works fine. But I think Vegito is just better at it. Yeah, dropping lab coat. I mean, she's the best character in the game for a reason, Dash. I don't blame you. I don't like playing her anymore because she literally every 21 player looks exactly the same. Like there's nothing special about her anymore. Like she is just so boring to play. Like she's so boring, dude. She actually completes my SSJ team, but she is so boring that it's like, bro, I don't. Are the tiers ordered? No. You just got here? No. I'm not ordering this list because my tier list I'm not afraid of like, you know, controversy or different opinions, but my very first video, people were like literally like calling me stupid and shit. So I'm like, all right, this time I'm not ordering this at all. I'm just going by what this line is. I'm just going from top to bottom, and I'm just placing characters. I'm not ordering this. I want to save me the headache. You're right. I'm not dropping her completely, but she might go. Yeah, lab coat carries teams. Like she's just that good. True Dragon Ball Fighters master is a master. Yo, what's up, Mega? I ain't no master in fighters. Stop it. I ain't no damn master. I am a competent player in fighters. I ain't no damn master. People just be rude sometimes. Understandable. Yeah. I mean, my first tier list, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was a bad tier list, but I think there were some bad placements. But like, it's like people are just something else, man. And the thing is like my placements like weren't horrible. Like it was only like I want to say max like 6 characters that were like kind of like caps type stuff, but everything else was like not even that bad. Excited to see where you put your team members. Yeah, well, we're like halfway through, so you know. Alright, so while we're on the topic, you watched that Core A video too? Core A video? I have no idea what you're talking about. Frieza is your mid, and you put him point. Like the reason why I say he's a point character is, me personally, I don't think Frieza's assists are good enough to where you can say I can bank on this assist 90% of the time. His A assist is very conditional, and it works in the corner, but that's the thing, you have to be in the corner. B assist, the block stun isn't good to do any sort of mix-ups. Like, it's purely a neutral tool. And then C assist is a C assist. Long cooldowns, like the cooldowns matter so much when it comes to support. Like, C assist by nature will almost always lose to regular assist because of that cooldown difference. Like, and that's how you fight C assist teams. That's how you fight them. You literally wait for them to call C assist, and then once they don't have an assist, you just go in and start handling them, because they wasted their assist. And so since Frieza's only like good assist is a C assist, it's like it's you're fighting an uphill battle if you're using them as your main offensive tool. Now, here's the thing. I think Golden Frieza with Spark works. Golden Frieza with Spark is definitely like anchor tier, but that's the thing. You have to get Golden Frieza, and then you also have to save your Spark, which, you know, most of the time, most people are using their Spark to save their team, not save the character. Yeah, I'm finding ways to make Frieza B work with GT and Cooler. I think GT is fine, but GT still wants to have high block stun, because that's how he really gets mixed. Cooler doesn't rely on mix-ups. He really wants you to anti-reflect or guard cancel him. That way he can punish you, which I guess Frieza B helps him out with that because of the very fast speed, but still it's still on the weaker side. Yeah, he tries so hard to make Frieza C work, but that cooldown hurts, yeah. I think the only time you should run a C assist is if that character is your point character, because as your point character, you're not relying them to carry your team, because you put them in that spot specifically so they can get carried by your team, not the other way around. There are only like very few characters where I would say, yeah, you can run C assist as a mid or an anchor and it'd still be good. Like Kid Buu, I think it works. Gotenks can work. I think that's it. I think those are the only two C assists I'd recommend. Janemba, I've seen a couple of Janembas with C assists and they make it work. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the only C assist that I would recommend. Yeah. Yeah. If you're running anybody, if you're running characters in mid or anchor, like Kid Buu and Gotenks are like the only ones I would say like you can use them in those positions. And even then, like, both of their other assists are better for the most part. Like, Kid Buu A and Kid Buu B are better, and then Gotenks B is better than his C assist. So it's like Gogeta 4 C assist is cracked. I don't think it's cracked. Nah, I don't agree with that. It's good. It's a good C assist, but if you're running him, like, honestly, I think Gogeta 4 is like here. I think he's a point only character. But like, if you are running him as your anchor character, why would you pick Gogeta C to rely on? It tracks you only on the ground, so you can moon jump it. And it has very little block stun, so he's not dragging you, like, you're not locked down for that long. Zamasu C is good because the iframes, it gets beams. Yeah, but A assist literally smokes and clashes with beams. You know, you're just joking. Okay, I was about to say, like, what Gogeta player you know that's running Gogeta anchor with C assist? Actually, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? You just head on PS4 Netplay, you'll find that shit. Good lord. Alright, anyway. Speaking of Zamasu, actually. Zamasu, I would put here. He can work as a point character because he wants assist to Vegeta C DP is good. I don't agree. I don't think his DP assist is good. I don't think it's good. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, the block stun can be variable. Like if you jump when you call it, the block stun is like 60 plus, but like on the ground it's only 13, so there's no pressure there. The DP can actually whiff in combos. Like in certain combos, like the first part will hit and then the second part can like miss. I've seen it a lot whenever I try to play it. Like it actually just doesn't straight up work. And then it's actually, the tracking actually got worse. They actually nerfed the tracking on it. It was like, it's worse than it was before. And also, when since it's a C assist, when you call it, like since it's a C assist, it doesn't work like Gohan's, or who else has a DP assist? Or Gogeta Blues, where it's practically instant. Like when you call a C assist, they spawn on screen and then they do the assist. So even using it as a defensive assist isn't good because you can just smoke them, like on startup. I've seen that several times, where I would call it defensively, and then when I call it, as soon as they spawn in, they get hit, and then the C assist doesn't go through. So I don't think that assist is good. I don't think it's good. I think it can only be good against players that jump a lot, but even then, so many other characters can stop people from jumping, like on their own. Yeah. Zamasu. We were talking about Zamasu. So Zamasu is really good as a point character because he can utilize pretty much any assist in the game with his wall of light and the fact that he can fly. So he can always drag out the match because there's pretty much nothing you can do to stop him from flying. Like when he's in fly mode, it's like you either super dash or you wait for him. And so he can always just wait down his assist cool time to get them back. And then if he's your mid character, his A assist is one of the best in the game. It's a very good neutral assist that smokes Ki Blast and clashes with beams. And then also, if he has meter, that means he can practically TOD you off of any hit he gets. So he's very good. Anchor wise, like Zamasu, I don't know. I feel like he has the tools to be a competent anchor, but like, I don't know. I just haven't seen any people play Zamasu anchor. Cause like his flight ability is good enough to where like he could be here. It's just that nobody runs him anchor. Cause he's just so good at this role. He's so good at it. It's kinda like Vegito, where like Zamasu is so good at a point / mid character that playing him as your anchor just doesn't make any sense. Like, it actually doesn't make sense. Delayed point Zamasu is insane. Just wish there were more better points for synergy. Yeah. I mean, Zamasu is, like, pretty synergetic. Like, he doesn't really, like... He has a lot of technical stuff, but it's not to the point where it's, like, very niche type shit. It's not like Majin Buu, where he wants assists that restands you in order to get his mix-ups, or Nappa, like, he wants assists to restand to get Cyberman. Or, like... Who's another character that likes niche stuff? Like... who's another character that likes niche stuff? I don't know, but like Majin Buu and Nappa are like the clear like niche characters. Like they want very specific stuff. Zamasu doesn't really have that problem because like all of his stuff happens for the most part on knockdown or mid combo. So it's like it's not really no special setups that he needs. He just kind of kills you, and then he does Wall of Light or Blaze of Judgment, and then you just kind of get mixed and die. So he's not technical to like these character standards, but he's pretty technical. What do I think about Zamasu, 21 Lapco, and 21 Majin. That's a good team. I like it. That team can definitely cook. I like that team. Alright, base Goku. Base Goku's weird because, like, he's definitely an any slot character, but, like, his Kaioken is kind of crucial because it adds so much more damage and, like, corner carry to his combos and stuff. So, like, I'm tempted to put him anchor only, but I do think he's really good at anywhere. When am I competing? Bro, I ain't good enough to compete. I ain't good enough for that, bro. The last time I competed in a tournament, which was actually my first tournament, I freaking got freaking washed in the only 2 matches I got to play. One was actually on stream. And also, I've just been too tired and, you know, shit. But I mean, now that I have fighters on PC, I can actually start playing some PC tournaments. Become an O2 warrior. That's a whole ass vibe and a mood. That's a whole ass vibe and a mood. But yeah, backing out on topic, a base Goku is like a very peculiar character because, like, I really think he works anywhere, but, like, his Kaioken super is so crucial to his damage. It's like, I don't know whether or not to, like, make him purely an anchor or, like, anywhere. I don't know. I mean, his A assist is really good. So I feel like it would be a waste. Like, if you put base Goku point, I feel like it's a waste to not have his A assist there. Actually, I think I'm gonna put base Goku here, actually. I think I like that more. It's definitely a waste if you run base Goku point, but he is good as a point character. But I think you want that A assist to really cover your team because it's really good. Yeah, I think I like this. I think I like Goku mid. Alright, base Vegeta. Point only. Now here's the thing about base Vegeta. I think his A assist is good enough to where you can have him as your mid character and it won't, like, slow down your team. But he's just so good at being a point character that, like, not running him as your point character is kind of you know, kind of crazy. Insane meter build, 50/50s with assists, level 3 knockdown. Like, he got it. He just got it, bro. I can be swayed to put him here though, cause I think his A assist is, like, one of the best in the game. But I don't know. Cause, like, nobody runs base Vegeta mid. Everybody runs him as a point character. But I do think his A assist is good enough to where you can rely on it. So I don't know. Hit A assist is really strong. Yeah, I think it's one of the strongest in the game too. I think hits aerial aerial game is like... I think Hit's aerial game is too bad to... Like if you get a hit like mid-screen, like you have to use an assist to like SKD, especially since you can't level 3 in the air. Like if he get level 3 in the air, then like hit, I would like confidently put him here, but he can't. It's weird. Yeah, point mid doesn't sound bad. Nobody runs him mid. Yeah, I think his A assist is good enough to where you can run it. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna place him here. I'm gonna place him here actually. Wait, doesn't Shanks run Vegeta point cell mid? That otherwise sounds strong. Yeah, but like Cell's he's just not good in neutral. I don't think he's good in neutral to compensate to put him solidly as a mid. I feel like people just run him mid because like the other characters on their team are just better point characters than Cell. It's like you're kind of weighing your options basically. So like the base Vegeta and Cell shell, like base Vegeta is just a better point character than Cell, that like you just kind of have to run him mid even though like Cell isn't like great at it. But I don't know. Alright, who's next on the list? We got Cooler. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, just right off the bat, Cooler is not a character that I know all too well. So this one might be a hot take to some people, but I know very little about the character. I know like the basic stuff about him, but I don't know like high level Cooler shit. So it might be a hot take, it might not be. But I think Cooler is a point only. But I can see the argument being here because both of his assists can be good enough to bank on. I just think like Cooler, from a very casual outsider perspective, I'm making that very clear, an outsider, non-Cooler main perspective, I feel like he just needs other people to get in, and then once he's in, like he can like pressure you for days, and then if you make a mistake he smokes you, but he has to get in. And I think that's the main problem. But I don't know. I'm not a Cooler main, but I feel confident about this. But I don't know if any of you play Cooler. Actually, I think, did somebody say Cooler in here? Maybe not. But yeah, I'm not a Cooler main, so I don't know. Whose theme song is this actually? Is this Broly? Oh yeah, it's Broly. Yeah, 3H gets him in, but he needs other people for him to stay in. It's not like you can just do 3H in neutral and then take your turn back. He can also work as an anchor, huh? I've never seen this character run as an anchor. I'm like I said, I'm an outsider, so like Cooler just never seemed scary enough on his own, like Like here's the thing, Cooler can keep you in pressure for a long time, but eventually his turn will end because like he has dive kick to make him plus, but like he doesn't have anything else to like be scary of. And I'm pretty sure it's reactable. I don't think any of them are like faster than like 26 frames. 3H goes into block string, which you can do staggers in range with people. So wait, does 3H push them backwards to the point where if they mash light, they can't, like, it'll completely whiff? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm not a Cooler main. I just assumed that if you do 3H, you're right in front of your opponent. So like you're mad negative. I think it's only, ain't it like -6 or something? I don't think it's that crazy. But I don't know. I don't play Cooler, so. After 3H, Cooler can go into things like Ki Blast and other stuff which pushes the opponent in range to where he can whiff punish. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, that's good then, yeah. I don't know about Anchor though. Like Cooler on his own is like if you're patient with Cooler, which is very easy for the most part. But like if you're just patient with Cooler, you can kind of just like wait him out to waste resources. I don't know. I never seen Cooler ran as an anchor before. Like ever. I've always seen him as a point character. Man, I wish Cooler had good synergy with Krillin because I would be really I'm really interested in playing this character. In your opinion, he's a point mid? Yeah, I can settle with that. I can settle with that. Yeah, I wish Cooler worked with Krillin really well. Like gave him level 3 Oki and stuff like that. Cause I could really see myself having a sub team of like Cooler, Krillin, and then like I don't know, like Broly or something. That sounds like fun. All right, 17. 17. I'm gonna say any because I've seen him be point mid and anchor. I'm not a 17 main either, but I'm just gonna assume he works anywhere. Me and this guy needs to run some more matches, bro. Dude, the next day you're off, we're doing another 70 plus matches, bro. Come on now. The next day you're off, we're grinding like crazy. His level 3 Oki is pretty nuts. What did he get left right? I know he can't high low, but does he get like actual like left right 50/50s? Bro, we were literally playing the game for like 4+ hours straight. I was so tired at work today. Like, I could barely like keep my eyes open. But yeah, talking about 17. Yeah, I've seen this character be played in every point mid and anchor. Blah. So I don't really think this is a controversial spot. 17 is just a good character. Nothing else to it. He's just good. Alright, Jiren. Jiren. Point mid. I don't think he works as an anchor. His neutral is too straightforward. He doesn't really have any, like, obnoxious stuff to take advantage full screen. His counter got nerfed. So, like, now you can reactively vanish it. And it also doesn't work on, like, grabs and stuff. Which is, like, a good thing. Because he shouldn't have had that, but it's still a nerf nonetheless. And then his pressure without assist isn't really that scary. Because he's negative on everything. Like, he doesn't have a plus on block move to take his turn back. And then his command grab is probably the worst grab in the game. So, like if you're playing this character offline, you're pretty much never hitting your opponent unless you have an assist with you. Like solo Jiren, like he's not hitting you at all. Unless you're playing in neutral. But up close, he's not hitting you. The only reason why he's not point only is because his A and B assists are like really good, like really good. Easily top 10. Maybe maybe top 15. Actually, top 15. But yeah, both his A and B assists are really good. So I don't think mid Jiren is a bad placement at all. Jiren is trash? Nah. He's definitely one of the weaker ones, but I don't think he's trash. You can definitely make him work, but you cannot run this dude anchor. Just don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. You're just begging for trouble if you run this dude anchor. Alright, Videl. I don't think this is controversial, but I think Videl is a point-only character. You hate Jiren? Jiren hates you too. Nah, I'm just joking. But, Videl's main issue is her assists aren't good enough to bank on. And then also, all of her mix-ups have gaps in them. So like if you don't have an assist to cover you, you can easily get DP'd or reflected, and her pressure pretty much immediately ends. So it's like she really wants other people to either take the hit for her or cover her if they use a defensive option. Videl's nasty with combos. Yes, sir. Videl really hurts this patch. To be honest, I cried during the notebook. I feel like that... Is that a movie? I feel like I've seen that before. It sounds familiar. The Notebook. That sounds familiar. But yeah, Videl, point only. I don't think this is a controversial pick at all. Pretty much every single Videl I've seen runs her point, so I don't think this is a hot take. A movie and a book. Your girlfriend probably forced you to watch it. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Bruh. GT Goku. I have no idea. When am I gonna get a face cam? Once I get a better camera, that's when I'll do face cam. Once I get a better camera. Cause technically, I can use the webcam on my computer for face cam, but the quality is really bad. It'll look all pixelated and shit. And then also, I don't have the proper lighting for it, so it would look all murky and shit. So, I'm gonna do it once I actually get a good camera. You wanna see me rage at fighters that bad, huh? But going on to GT Goku, I think he's a point character. Or a mid character, sorry. GT can work as a point character. But like, I think his B assist and to some extent his A assist is kind of too good to not use. Right? I don't think he's good as an anchor because his neutral can be very problematic against certain characters. Well, most characters. But you could argue that his small size allows him to maneuver like certain stuff, but it's definitely not like how in season 2 where Goku was just so broken that like you could literally run him like anywhere and it didn't matter. But like now I feel like he's kind of like stuck here. I don't know, GT Goku's in a weird spot. I don't really know, like, any placement I put him here, like on this list, I feel like it's like, he kind of fits here, but then he kind of fits here. But then you can make the argument that he can kind of fit here too. Or he can fit here. Like, he fits in all these slots, and I don't really know where to put him. GT's weird. I don't really know. So yeah, that's GT Goku. Yeah, GT Goku is weird. I see him being played in all positions. I mean, yeah, I can see it. It's just like, Anchor GT now is like, I don't know. I don't know. Cause like, full screen GT is kind of like, whatever. But like, I don't know. GT's weird. Yeah. I mean, he still has reverse Kamehameha to move him across the screen, but I don't think it's better than Master Roshi's Master Leap or his own reverse Kamehameha. So it's like, I don't know. I think I'll just put him here just because I just don't know. But he definitely works as a mid and a point character. I'm just unsure of his anchor position. But I'll put him in all. Janemba. This is a pretty easy. This is an easy one. Janemba, mid anchor. I think he's at his pure best when he's a mid, but people keep saying he's the best anchor in the game, which I disagree with. I don't think he's the best anchor in the game. I think Base Coup is better. I think Tien's a better anchor. Potentially 16 is a better anchor. I think 18 is a better anchor. 21 used to, well, she might still be a better anchor than Janemba. But like, there's several characters I think that are better anchors. Vegito's a better anchor. I don't think Broly's a better anchor, actually. Well, it's a toss-up between these two. But I think Base Coup, Tien, Vegito, 18, 21, I think they're all better anchors than Janemba. But people keep saying he's the best anchor in the game, and he's good, but he ain't that good. You know? But yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be mad about this. I think it's pretty clear that he's a mid anchor. Alright, Gogeta Blue is another easy pick. Point character. He is I think it's a toss-up between him and Gogeta 4 for a best point character in the game. But Gogeta Blue is so good at being a point character that, like, even though he has a really good A assist, like, he can easily fit in this slot. But just like Vegito, he is so good as a point character that it doesn't matter. Like, he is so good as a point character. It's actually insane. Like, Gogeta Blue is so good as a point character. And he's like one of the most synergetic characters in the game. That might be a discussion video. Like, who's like the most like well-rounded synergetic characters, and like who's the most like nichest character. That could be a video. I'm gonna put that on my list, actually. But yeah, Gogeta Blue, best point character in the game. I don't think that's... It's between him and SSJ4. But he's definitely the most energetic character in the roster. Super Broly. I think Broly works in any position. Well, actually, no, I don't agree with that. Actually, no. Well, no, actually, no. Well, actually, I'm gonna put him here, actually. Because, like, the thing about S Broly is that as a point character, like, you want assist to help him keep pressure, but, like, as a point character, like, right off the bat, you don't have meter. And his meter build solo isn't that great, but his damage is really high. But if you really want to optimize this character, you want to run him mid, so he has assist to cover him, but then also have meter to actually meter dump and kill. So I think he's pretty solidly a mid character. And the reason why I say he's not an anchor character is his neutral is way too bad and straightforward. And also his frame data not being that great. I popped up on your feed out of nowhere. Loving the content. Would love to... Oh yeah, I love doing discussion videos. Especially when it comes to fighters. Because, like, playing the game is way different than making videos for it. Like, I love making videos about fighters. Especially since I've been playing it for 4 years. So I have a lot of experience to warrant. I think my opinion is you know, is kind of credible, a little bit, just a little tiny bit. But thanks for the kind words, dude. Really appreciate it. But yeah, S Broly. I think he's solidly a mid character. He wants meter from the point character, but then he also wants the assist from the anchor character in order to keep himself safe and make his keep his offense layered. Cause that's what it comes down to. S Broly. You want his offense is all about layers. Like, he doesn't just straight up one touch 50-50s you. He has to layer his offense in order to be effective, and he can't really do that without other people helping him. So I think he's pretty much here. I think he's a mid. Kefla. I see Kefla here. Potentially here. Oops. Potentially here. She has the potential to be an anchor, but once again, nobody plays Kefla anchor at like high level. Skullgirls tier list soon. Here's the thing. I don't have years of experience in Skullgirls to make an actual opinion about the game. I have a good idea of where characters sit, like, overall, but like making a full out tier list is, I don't know. I don't think I'm that confident. Because technically I'm still a beginner. Dude, I've had the game for months, but technically I'm still a beginner. But I guess it could be a fun little discussion. But, you know, if you're looking for like optimal Skullgirls, like, opinions and stuff like that, I don't know if you'll get it from me just yet. I'm still new, quote unquote. Plus, I don't play the game enough. I really should play it more often, but, you know, work and all that stuff. We have like 4 years of fighters. Time flies by quick. Yeah. Casual beginner Skullgirls soon. That sounds better. That sounds better. I like that. I like what you're doing, Meg. I like that idea. But who are we talking about? Oh, we was talking about Kefla. So Kefla, I can see her being an anchor. It's just that she has to. Her being on her own means she has to overcommit in order to get things started. So I feel like it's way more. It's way better to have her as a point or mid character. She has the potential to be an anchor, but she has to overcommit to do it, which is what you don't want for an anchor character. You don't want anchor characters to overcommit to do what they do and have them do it well, because if you overcommit and you're wrong, then you get punished. Most of these characters, if not all these characters, don't have to overcommit to their stuff to do what they do. Like, Broly doesn't, Vegito doesn't, Yamcha doesn't, Trunks kinda has to overcommit, 18 doesn't, 16 kinda has to overcommit, Beerus kinda, but not really, Blue Goku doesn't, she doesn't, he doesn't, and he's kinda in the middle, actually, he's kinda in the middle. But like, most anchors in the game don't really have to commit to do what they do and do it well. She kinda has to do it, from what I've seen of Kefla. And also the fact she doesn't have like any real mix-ups outside of Super Dash plus assist. So her offense has to be layered just like Broly, like Krillin, like Piccolo, You know, she has to layer her offense. She can't just straight up say, alright, you block this move and then you get 50-50. Like, it doesn't work like that for Kefla. So, I think she's here. I don't think two people are going to be mad about that. I definitely don't think she's a point-only character, because her A assist and her B assist are actually good enough to where you can bank on them for team synergy. You have something to tell me? What's up? What you got to say, partner? Oh, why my notifications keep coming on? I'll figure it out later. Oh, my back. You're in the 6th grade? Very nice, very nice. I am not in school. I graduated 4 years ago. Wait, 3 years ago. Yeah, I graduated 3 years ago. You're 5'6". Cool. Wait, what? Am I 23? No, I'm not 23. I'm actually 21. It's close. You graduated 5 years ago? Graduated 2014. Good lord. That's what? That's 7? Wait, if I did my math. Hold on. I'm not good at math. Hold on, give me a second. You're here thinking I'm 14? That's... Huh. That's a new one, Mega. I'll give you that. That's a new one. Usually people that only hear my voice think I'm white. I am not joking. People that meet me for the first time, they be like, huh, you don't sound black. I'm like, how do you sound a color? What? It got, and the crazy part is, it got to the point in high school that, like, most of the people I hung out with were black, but they would constantly tell other people that I was the whitest friend they had, other than actual white people. Like, I was like the whitest black person they knew. And I'm like, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or a negative. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm a grown man? Technically, yes. Yes, I am. On the technical side, yes. Sometimes I wish I wasn't, because, you know, being a kid has its own levities, but, you know, being an adult has its fair share of positives. Alright, so, anyway, UI Goku. UI Goku is also another weird character. I think he's like the exact same thing as GT, where I can see him being anywhere just because I'm used to seeing him in all positions, but I think UI Goku is best as a point character. Adulting sucks. Yeah, but I mean, being an adult still has its own perks, you know? It's not 100% bad all the time, but it definitely has its downsides. You're still processing? I'll give you some. I'll give you time to process. But yeah, UI Goku is very weird to me, because I've seen him run in every single position, but like I think Goku is at his very best, like with other people helping him out. Because like UI Goku on his own can be scary, but once again you have to layer your offense and sometimes overcommit. And like I said, if you have to overcommit, then if your opponent reads you, then you die. And that's not what you want from your anchors, for the most part. And also, I don't think his assists are good enough to where you can fully bank on them. His A assist got nerfed, so it's not a DP anymore. And then his beam assist is too slow for like neutral uses. And then the block stun is okay, but the angle it comes down at can be problematic for combos. So like his assists are either problematic or just like power crept. So I think UI is pretty solidly a point character now. Even though people like running him as an anchor, but like nah. Like I've seen teams where people like put Vegito first. I've seen Vegito first, S Broly mid, and then UI Goku anchor, and I'm like, bro, just swap these two, and this team is godly. Like, I'm like, bro, why are you running Vegito as your point character when UI Goku's right there? And then also most of the time they run Goku C, and I'm like, bro, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you running UI Goku as your anchor and have a C assist? Like, bro, what are y'all doing? Also, people are really going in on the fucking queen dying today. I thought I was looking at Twitter the other, like, early on in the day. I literally thought a war started or some shit like that, because literally she was all over the fucking like Twitter, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck died? Like, and then I was like, oh, she died. I was like, oh, okay. Can I teach you to pay taxes? No, I cannot, because I barely understand it myself. I barely understand it. Rip the queen. Eh. I don't know the lady like that, so I don't care. But a lot of people are memeing the fuck out of it, and I'm like, damn, bro. Y'all really don't like her, huh? That was your dog? Damn. Alright, we're almost done, actually. And I've been streaming for over 2 hours now, I think. Holy shit. It's a good thing I didn't plan on playing any games afterwards, because this is taking a lot longer than I expected. Master Roshi. So, I think Roshi... To be honest, I think Roshi works anywhere. How am I gonna put 17 anything other than point? Well, the thing about 17 is, first of all, his A assist is really good. Like, that assist can full carry teams, and putting him in the point position means you have less abilities to use it. So, like, even at that point, he would be a mid character at his best. And then, even while he's on screen, this character literally can smoke you for doing anything. Like, if you super dash him, just do Rekka, and then EX to do barrier, smoke you. You try to stagger him, he can literally just Rekka out. And his Rekkas can anti-air you. He has 50-50 level 3. He has a DP super. He has insane meter build. Like, he's just good everywhere. The only thing he lacks as an anchor is good buttons. That is literally it. That's the only thing he doesn't have. But I would argue Beerus doesn't have good buttons. Trunks doesn't have good buttons. Yamcha doesn't have good buttons. Like, a lot of characters don't have good buttons, but they're still good as anchors because they're tool set. And I think 17 kind of fits there. She-Hulk is horrible. I haven't seen the show, so I've heard everybody trash on the show, so it doesn't give me much hope. But to be honest, after No Way Home, I just don't care about the MCU anymore. I think it's boring and not really fun anymore. Shang-Chi was the peak of Phase 4, in my opinion. I think it was a better movie than No Way Home. But a lot of people will disagree with me on that, but I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to my opinion. I only got 3 more characters to go. Alright, so yeah, Roshi. I was talking about Roshi. So Roshi, he's good as a point character because his Master's Leap and Reverse Kamehameha allows him to do some pretty good mix-ups with high block stun assists. As a mid character, even though his B assist got nerfed, I still think it's a good enough assist to carry your team. And then even if you don't want to use his B assist, his A assist is still a beam, so it's still a universally good move, or good assist. So you have options. And then Roshi as your anchor, you purely use him as a defensive character. Like, you do not do offense with this character as your anchor. Most of his stuff is reactable on his own. So you really only want to do safe stuff with him. And then you just fully go out on his defense, like defensive neutral, like using his Master Sleep, J2S, Reverse Kamehameha. Like, you fully play this character defensively as your anchor character, because his offense isn't that great. But, you know, if your opponent doesn't know how to fight Roshi, then you can definitely get away with a lot of shit. So, yeah, that's Roshi. Super Baby 2. I think Baby... Actually... Nah, Do I think Baby can work as an anchor? Huh. I can see the argument for Baby being an anchor, but like, his neutral is very oppressive. Like, even without assist, his neutral is very oppressive. But like, if you're in a block string on his own, Baby isn't threatening. At least without using JS to gimmick you. But if you know how to fight his gimmicks, he's not great. But on the other hand, he's really good at building meter. So if he gets you to the corner, which is very likely, like if he gets you to the corner and sets up his level 3, you have a really good chance of hitting your opponent with his left-right setup. So I can see an argument for him being potential anchor worthy, but I definitely think he's more so a midpoint character. Just because you really want people to help him not get in, but keep his pressure. It also, since he does have super dash plus assist for like the easy 50-50 setup, it's like it's even harder for him to actually hit you outside of neutral interactions. So it's like having Baby on his own is like you're fighting an uphill battle battle if he decides to go in, because he's just not gonna hit you. Like I said, unless you use gimmicks, and then if you know how to fight gimmicks, then Baby is really exposed. So I can see an argument for him being down here, but I think this is where he's at his best. I think this is where he is. Gogeta 4. I think this is kind of an easy slot. The only reason why I have him point only is because his pressure is really good, but like I said about other characters, he wants to have his pressure layered in order to keep his opponents guessing, right? It's not like he can just do one thing over and over again and you have to constantly guess. The only thing that comes close to that is his level 3 Oki, where I think you just jump, and then since he has a second air dash, he can actually forward dash overhead or fast fall low 2M, but that's only in the corner, and then he has to level 3 to get it, so it's very situational. And also, I don't think any of his assists are good enough to say his assists carry the team. His B assist is definitely good, but it definitely doesn't carry the team. And also with his C assist, because C assist, being the C assist, has long cooldown, it doesn't have any block stun, and it only tracks on the ground. So it has very situational uses. But I don't think most people will disagree with me on that, him being a point character, because that's how most people run him. It's very rare to see Gogeta 4 as a mid character. It's very rare. So I think he's a point character. And then last character, Lab Coat. She fits anywhere on the team. She has a very good assist, very great, probably top 10 material. Her pressure is good, you know, 5L, 2L, 2M, 3H, all lows. She has an unreactable command grab in her super. She can debuff you. She has another command grab that gives her health back. Her level 3 Oki is good, give her safe jump. She can super dash plus assist you. Her neutral's good, 5S, beam. Both of her tackles being still OD, even after they nerfed it. Still one of the best special moves in the game. So like 21 is pretty much the whole package. So I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that either. Alright, so without further ado, let's see what time it is. It is almost 11, so I've been at it for a while, so taking any questions or suggestions for like the next 10, 15 minutes. Anybody got any questions, suggestions, or just any thoughts on anything? I am here. Now that we got the whole list, you know, now you can actually see the whole thing and go from there. She does sexual things with me again. He's telling me. Oh, you're talking about She-Hulk? Oh wait, are you talking about that freaking clip when they're fucking twerking in the fucking office? Bro, I've seen that all over Twitter for like the past like 3 or 4 days. Like it's been everywhere. And I'm like, bro, is this like a joke? I really thought it was a joke. I thought it was like somebody animated it, but I was like, no, it was like actually in the actual show. I'm like, god damn. I didn't know Marvel was that down bad for views. Am I good with girls? No, I am not. I am not. I have not dated a single woman in my entire life. I am not good with women at all. I'm definitely a lot better than I used to. Cause when I was in high school, oh my god, y'all would not want to see me in high school. I was a bitch. I was practically scared of every fucking woman in there. And also I was a wimp to the males. Like they could actually kick my ass. I only got into one fight in school. Somehow I won that fight, but it was against. We were both skinny ass niggas at the time, so I don't think that's a really good victory at all. But somehow I still won. All right, well. Oh, God. God, doing car work for a living really knocks your ass out. I'll tell you that. That hurt. God, I'm starting to lose my voice here, huh? If a girl gurs at you while you're walking down and going to your seat and continues to look at you until you sit down, then looks away and laughs. Wait, what? If a girl gurs at you while you're walking down, going to your seat and continues to look at you, and then you sit down and she looks away and laughs at herself awkwardly, what does that mean? It was like a purr more like a cat more than gur. Mega, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I have no idea what that means. Cause I can't even say that like she's into you because that's like some psycho type shit. I don't know. Either that or it was a prank from one of her friends because that's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea what that means. Yo, where's Dash at? He might know. Yo, Dash, where you at? I don't know what this means. Maybe you know what it means. I don't know what it means. But she didn't laugh with her friend, she just laughed by herself. Oh. Oh, so, Okay, so here are your only two options, Mega. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not an expert, but you really only have two options here, okay? Your first option is to just ignore it and then see if she does anything else that's like that. Or you could just confront her and just ask her, what the f was that yesterday? You You just go up and say, "Hey yo, listen, I saw what you did yesterday, and I'm just wondering, what the f does that mean?" But that's it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Inside joke maybe, probably an inside joke. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Somebody thought you were cute and wanted to say hi, but panicked. How do you wait, Dash? How do you go from hi to gur? I don't know. Something about that. I don't know. He was like, bro, I want to say hi so bad, so I gur to myself. Like, what? How does that compute? I don't know, she makes me shy, but she's kind of cute. Hey, man, I say go for it. I mean, you're in 6th grade, so you really have nothing to lose. Trust me, if you don't take actions while you're still young, you'll regret it. Trust me. You don't know that's what you've seen lately? I don't know, dude. Girls have been unpredictable lately. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm not good with women, so I couldn't tell you. They all, from my perspective, pretty much all of them act exactly the same. Unless you're talking about like specific races, which that's different. But when I was in school, to me they pretty much all act exactly the same. What does slay mean? What does slay mean? It kind of depends on the context. We do something good, or something like that. Yeah, pretty much, but it also depends on the context too. Like saying you slayed equals you did really good. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Honestly, I haven't heard that saying in a long time. Actually, I think the last time I actually heard that in like a conversation was like in middle school, which I guess it makes sense. But that's the last time I heard. Bro, like, you totally slayed that shit. It's like, that's like middle school shit. I guess it makes sense, but, you know. She was smiling at you, but like cut, smile. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I say, you really only have two options. You can either ignore it and just see what happens from there, or you can just go up and ask. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I mean, she can't get upset. But then again, this woman we're talking about actually. Either way, it ain't gonna hurt you to ask. You know. Plus, it can be a kind of like an inside joke if y'all become friends or something like that. Be some shit like, you know, remember how we first met type shit? So, you know. You sit behind her in math class? Yeah, I mean, you know. The Ultimate Tenkaichi probably has the best Dragon Ball game OST. I think I stand by that, actually. I'm not gonna grr at someone unless you're like soulmates. Well, I mean, personally, I don't think people should be grrring at other people in the first place. But hey, man, you do you. I don't feel like that's the optimal way to communicate with people. But hey, man, this new generation, am I right? God, why do I sound old when I said that? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, why did I feel so old when I said that? Good lord, what the hell? I'm not even that old. Bro, what the bro, what? What is happening to me? Motherfucker getting wrinkles and shit. Dash, I felt so old when I said that, bro. It was literally like some shit was like back in my day type shit. Like, bro, what? Hit has the best, can't debate. His theme is okay. It's called being an adult. I hate being an adult. Can I be a kid again? Actually, no, I don't want to be a kid again, actually. Hold on. There are some things I don't want to do. There's some things I don't want to do again. I don't want to be a kid again. Nah, fuck that. Nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Already unsubscribed? No! No, don't unsubscribe. Come on. I said it was good. You know, it's not one of my favorites. Well, technically that's not true. Actually, I made a video about that. I made a video about my favorite OSTs from fighters. I think Hit was on there, actually. I think it was an honorable mention or something in there. I don't know what it was, but I know... Was Hit in my top 5, actually? I think he was an honorable mention, I think. But yeah, I made a video about that. Ow, that hurt. Again. Bro, it's just jazzy. It's definitely... I can say this about it. It's definitely one of the most unique tracks in the game. There's pretty much no track in the game like Hits. Jazzy equals amazing. I agree. Some good ass jazz. All right, I'm redeemed. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to lose a fellow supporter of the channel. I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose you, man. But bro, tomorrow I doubt she'll do it again. You know what I mean? You just gotta wait and see, man. Nothing's confirmed until you see it happens, you know. But I mean, you can still always just, you know, ask her about it. I mean, you're not really gonna lose anything if you do. You looked at her as if she was a lunatic. I mean, if someone... I mean, here's the thing. If someone's looking at you with like a weird-ass face, then I can't blame you for that reaction. I can't blame you. It's definitely a unique way of getting someone's attention without getting their attention. Make a vid, even if it's a black screen for 10 hours, so I can... So I can tell you. I don't think so. I don't think that would be a very entertaining video to watch. I wonder if I should stream tomorrow. If I do, I don't know what I'd do actually. Either that or I might take the day off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough energy for tomorrow. I think she talks to you as if she was a normal being. Yes, please. Yeah, I mean, if I have the energy, I'll definitely stream. Cause currently I don't have any filler videos to fill tomorrow's spot. So I'm gonna have to rework my schedule. If I can finish yeah, cause tomorrow, yeah, okay. So yeah, if I have enough energy after work, then I can definitely stream again. Skullgirl's casual tier list. I mean, I can do that. I can do that, but I'm not gonna promise you there's gonna be an accurate tier list because my knowledge of the game is still pretty low, you know, in terms of like matchups and stuff. So, you know, it ain't gonna be the best tier list, I'll tell you that. I mean, she's talked to you like a normal being. Well, I mean, you know, one interaction doesn't really, you know, give you the full picture of a person. So, she's probably not crazy, but, you know, you never really know nowadays, you know? You never really know. You kind of just have to watch and just see how things, you know, happen. It's alright, I'm very entertaining. Thanks, bro. I try to bring my very best, especially when it comes to streaming, because I know just sitting here and watching shit happen on screen, you know, it can be entertaining for some people, but some people like some commentary and some colorful interactions, you know. I'm still not good at commentating in regular videos because talking to myself is very hard, surprisingly. So I'm still trying to get better at that, but you know. I think she was just nervous. That's how girls and boys are nowadays. Hey man, I believe you. Cause like when I was in school, I didn't really interact with anybody. I mostly tended to myself, and like the only people I hung out with, quote unquote. You like watching me more than Lotus? Wow, that's quite the compliment actually, because I really like Lotus's content. So right, Maggie, you should be here when my squad gets in on here. One of these days, I'm gonna stream like me and the boys just chatting, and we're just gonna be doing some dumb shit, cause that always happens. We just be doing some dumb shit and just geeking our heads off. Yeah, I really like Lotus's content, so the fact I'm very happy that I actually have people that like actually enjoy what I do. Cause that was the whole point of me taking YouTube more seriously. Cause like back then, probably more over a year ago, I would just upload fights on fighters just for me to study and stuff like that. But like then I was like, you know, I could do more, right? I could do commentary videos, I could do discussion videos, and so I slowly started to do more and more. And now I want this channel to grow, but it's not I'm not doing it just so I can be successful. I'm doing it because I actually like doing what I'm doing, you know? Me and him are gonna be fighting one day on stream. I hope so. I tried recording it yesterday, but my freaking Streamlabs started lagging because I was running Discord and it at the same time. So I have to mess around with this settings again. Cause I remember I did a Skullgirl stream with Eldo and Boss and it wasn't lagging. So I don't know. I think I have to mess around with the settings again. Bow, bow, bow. When you ask what the yesterday, should you be funny or serious? Funny. Girls like funny guys. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that from experience. Girls like guys that are funny. And besides, she didn't really do anything that's warrant, you know, being so serious. It was just a weird interaction. So. Alright, let's see what time it is. It is 11:15, so that's where I gotta cut it for today. So this is my final positions tier list. So I'm most likely gonna post this on Twitter and then have a link to the stream. So that'll help out with the content. And yeah, other than that, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed staying up with me, because it's pretty late in the day. Girls nowadays like guys that are mean to them. That's odd. That's very odd. That's very odd, Dash. But I can't really disagree because, you know, I'm not really in that social circle. But yeah, good night, Mega. So yeah, that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Dash, I will probably talk to you probably tomorrow, because maybe, I don't know, maybe, probably on Discord or something, I don't know, because I'd be tired and shit just kind of happens. But anyway, tomorrow I might be streaming. If I don't, then I'm definitely going to stream Saturday to make up for it. And we're probably going to do that Skull Ghost tier list, even though I'm not fully confident I can actually do one, but you know, it's for the content. But fight you tonight? I'm tired. I'm tired, man. Plus, I gotta work tomorrow. I can't do another 4-hour session, and you know we'll go for that long if we actually get serious. You're gonna start advertising me? Shee, I ain't gonna say no to that. Hey, the more supporters, the better. Am I right? SSJ Vegeta, yeah. By the way, this tier list is not ordered. Just so you know, nobody on this tier list is ordered. I was literally going from top to bottom, so there you go. Alright, anyway, I keep wasting time because I gotta leave, so yeah. Thanks everybody for showing up. Please be sure to stick around on the channel, because I have tons of other videos that you guys can check out. And I'll also probably be back tomorrow for another stream. If I'm not, then Saturday. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, and I'll see y'all later.